Oh my god, we're back! You probably weren't expecting me to do that. I have a really cool video. Well, I think it's cool. I just caught this article today. Somebody on Facebook had shared it to me. And I'm sure that you could probably guess it by the name of the video, but here it goes anyways. The U.S. National Cancer Institute now lists cannabis as a potential cancer treatment. And we're all going, duh! But, and I had a conversation about similar things with somebody else. As much as science has made headway in the last few years, there's still a lot of things that we can't prove scientifically yet. And so the stuff that we are doing now is important. It's important to be able to replicate. It's important to be able to prove definitively. So a couple of the points in the article, and for those of you that are outside the U.S. or are in the U.S. and think of the National Cancer Institute as some weird alien kind of organization, the National Cancer Institute is the U.S. primary agency in which cancer research is trained. Whoa, that was a weird sentence. Primary agency in which cancer research and training is conducted. Sorry, I was reading from this article because they actually said it really well. They are part of the large umbrella of governmental agencies that comprise of the Department of Health and Human Services. The National Cancer Institute is largely responsible for the running Wow, they really need to work on their sentence structure, but everything else is great. They're responsible for running the National Cancer Program, providing cancer-related information to the public, as well as developing programs and recommendations for diagnosis, prevention, and cancer treatment. So a couple of the points of this, and mind you, this is not like huge groundbreaking research, but it is really neat. Studies are showing that mice and rats have shown that cannabinoids may inhibit tumor growth by causing cell death, blocking cell growth, and blocking the development of blood vessels needed by tumors to grow. An interesting side point to the cell death part is that another study around CBDs and cell death is that when the CBDs interact with the tumors, it basically forces them to give up, and they die, and they dry up. And I always, if you could ever place humor on disease, I guess it just gives the tumor so bad a cotton mouth it just dries up and dies. And the important part is that while causing cell death for the cancerous cells in the body, it also maintains and helps regenerate the healthy cells in the body. So that was really cool to read too. So there's actually some collaborating science that's going on, which is nice. The second point said, study in mice showed that cannabinoids may protect against inflammation of the colon. It may have potential in reducing the risk of colon cancer and possibly in its treatment, which is awesome, right? I mean, I think we can all shake our heads yes and nod our heads yes and go, that's pretty cool. Laboratory study of delta-9 THC liver cancer cells showed that it damaged or killed the cancer cells, which is similar to the way that we discussed just a couple minutes ago. The same study of delta-9 THC in mouse models of liver cancer showed that it had anti-tumor effects. Delta-9 THC has been shown to cause these effects by acting on molecules that they may be found in non-small cell lung cancer cells and breast cancer cells. So all good stuff, right? Let's see. Laboratory study of cannabidiol, CBD, in estrogen receptor positive and estrogen receptor negative breast cancer cells showed that it caused cancer cell death while having little effect on normal breast cells. Studies in mouse models of metastatic breast cancer showed that cannabinoids may lessen the growth, number, and spread of tumors. So we're seeing a lot of really good stuff here, and there's just one more point, and I'll stop boring you with the shit. A laboratory study of CBD in human glioma cells. Let's see if we can get a... I don't know what the fuck glioma cells are either, so let's go look that up. Ooh, there's a National Cancer Institute dictionary. Glioma cells, cancer of the brain that begins in the glial cells, cells that surround and support nerve cells. Okay, so we know what that is now. And I don't have to assume that you all know what I don't. So let's start over. A laboratory study of CBD in human brain cancer cells, glioma cells, showed that when given along with chemotherapy, CBD may make chemotherapy more effective and increase cancer cell death without harming normal cells. And this again reaffirms what I was talking about in the first point. Studies in mouse models of cancer show that CBD together with delta-9 THC may make chemotherapy such as something I can't pronounce, temozolomide, more effective. Apparently it discusses a few other things that this doesn't discuss. This is a pretty long article. I'll post it in the description below so you guys can read it for yourself. And it also says that the FDA is still dragging their fucking feet about it, and they haven't approved cannabis or any cannabinoids for the treatment of cancer, but that 2 cannabinoids are currently approved for the treatment of chemotherapy-related nausea and vomiting. And this kind of goes along with people that have like Crohn's disease, and the CBDs actually help make it less bad. I've known people with Crohn's, and it's an unfortunate thing. And any kind of comfort or relief that you can give somebody who feels like violently throwing up every time they eat something, no matter what it is always a good thing when you can give them some sort of relief. And if all that means is that they smoke a couple bowls or maybe eat a little bit of some extract or whatever, however they're getting their CBDs, safely, preferably, obviously, and this is why we stress the importance of, if you're going to do extracts, please do it cleanly. Please make sure that it's, been purged correctly if you're using solvents, potentially dangerous solvents. So just being careful. And if you're eating it, doing things that are healthier recipes as opposed to the sugary-based stuff. The sugary-based stuff is tasty. I won't sit here and be a hypocrite and say that I haven't eaten it, because yeah, like anybody's gonna fucking believe me that I've never eaten a pot cookie, right? So it's tasty, but if you're a terminal patient, or and I don't even I feel like most people that, if there are any that actually watch my videos, they're probably sitting there going, yeah, duh. But for some of you out there, like, oh, it's totally fine, you can totally eat those sugary things as a cancer patient and be fine. Like, yeah, maybe, but you're certainly not helping yourself the way that you could. So I just wanted to really share this article. Again, I'll post it in the description, and let you guys make your own decision on what you think about the article. This is just what I think about the article. I think it's a step in the right direction. I think that we have a long way to go. I think that there are a lot of government agencies that are really scared. They're scared to death of making this move and going, we support this. And God, it just irritates me so greatly. But, patience. And again, I want to reiterate the point that as these studies come out, and I actually had a conversation with somebody about this yesterday, as many of these studies that are coming out and are proving things that we knew but couldn't prove, it's imperative to be careful of the claims that we make. it's imperative to rely on the science that has been done to prove the points that we know we can prove. And uh, and that's where, I don't know, maybe that's common sense to me. But we've all made those assertions where go, oh, well, it helps me with this. And you could be absolutely right. But until the science comes out that backs up what you say, it's hard for people that don't know you, haven't experienced what it's like when you're experiencing the pain, or with all the epilepsy studies that are going on, if you've never seen somebody have a seizure, and families who live with people or people who have epilepsy or seizure disorders, period, that use cannabis as treatments, and they go, this worked better than anything else I've tried, you could be absolutely correct. And you know what? I'm not going to not believe you. Um, but it's important that we be careful to say definitively, factually, that it does this for me, period. And so I'm just excited to see more science stuff come out. I know I haven't done a video in a long time, and I'm so excited about the study. I didn't even smoke anything. I'll probably do a second video uh, where I do smoke. I just was really excited about this article. So yeah, I'm gonna go and probably drink some more coffee because I need more, and I'll be back for another Wake and Blake in a little bit. Catch you guys later. Peace.